Alright, what is going on UTM26? How y'all doing today? And welcome back to another post-com video. So today I really want to talk about a topic that's become pretty hotly discussed in the Splatoon competitive community over the past few days. And that is whether we should be playing Turf War as a competitive mode. Now obviously in the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, Turf War was played as the sole mode in the group stage matches, and it was thrown into the rotation for the championship bracket as well. Now, personally, I don't think we should be playing it competitively. I don't think it really is in the best interest of the future of competitive Splatoon to really play it. But if it did happen, like Splatoon 2, if Nintendo really decides that they want to be played competitively, I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world. I do think it can be worked around. Because see, a lot of my issues with it don't stem from something that I think that a lot of people do point to, and it's something that is absolutely an issue, and that is the fact that it is so easy to come back. And one reason that is because it is present in other modes. As people will point to tower control all the time about this. It's one of people's biggest gripes with tower control is that how easy it is to come back, right? I guess it's not how easy it is to come back. It's how little the first. Basically the beginning 2.5 minutes in Turf War's case matter simply because of just how often the game is swung in the final minute or seconds, whatever, you know what I'm saying. That's not really my biggest issue with it, simply because it is present in almost all three of the modes, and I think they have done a good job so far in Splatoon 2 to really fix that. But obviously, it is present in all three modes currently. Now, one of my biggest issues, or not issues, but one of the reasons I really think that it shouldn't be played is simply because of how Nintendo has marketed Turf War in Splatoon 1 and really going into Splatoon 2. It's been very much this casual mode that's not it's not really displayed as competitive. It's not integrated with the other three rank modes. There is no official in-game rank for Turf War, right? It's very much depicted as this way for you to sort of practice your basic skills, such as your movement, your aiming, and sort of learn the basic mechanics of the game. And so for that, I really if that's how Nintendo originally intended it to be, and they're very much going to portray it as that in-game, then when it comes to tournament play, it shouldn't be sort of all of a sudden elevated to this more important status. You know what I'm saying? Then in the next thing. And this is really going to be one of my final, or probably my final point, is simply regarding, in terms of it being because obviously if you want Splatoon esports to grow, it needs to be it needs to be a game that is fun and enjoyable for spectators to watch. Now, and what I mean by this is when you look at Turf War, a lot of times what will end up happening at some point in the game is you will have players who are totally off on some remote part of the map just painting. Now that is not good content for to cast, because it's oh, okay, they're just painting right now. There's no action, it's not this, there's no adrenaline rush, right? Nothing's happening, they're just painting. Whereas I believe that the other three ranked modes that we have currently really do a good job of sort of focusing play into one area where there's always going to be this constant sense of action, and there's never really a dull mode, because no one's sort of just sitting in a corner of the map just painting. You're always trying to push up the map, get map control, and then sort of move the objective. And so I think that's really the major points I have to make. I think it simply does come down to what is best for the community. I don't necessarily think that, because personally my enjoyment playing Turf War isn't really any less than it is playing competitive, because to me it is still Splatoon and I enjoy playing the game. And so that, and in terms of mine, for me, I wouldn't lose enjoyment simply because we're playing Turf War in terms of playing competitive Splatoon. For me, it needs to be, we need to look at what is best for the growth of the esport, and what's going to help help foster this growth, I guess, in the community. So yeah, this is a bit of a shorter video, but yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, if you did, please remember to click that like button, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.